We're the ones paying for this shit. We're the ones taking out an arm and a leg
Bro,
to pay.
America college is expensive as hell, bro. Like, like we learned at school and stuff how college is at other places and stuff. And America is crazy, bro. That's just, bro, y'all getting scammed, bro. Yo, what's up, G fam? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna watch some reaction, excuse me. But before we start, how was y'all day? I hope y'all had a good day. If y'all had a bad day, I hope this video makes it better. Now let's get right into the video, chat. Alright, chat. Today we're gonna watch another new creator. And his video is about the reality of life after school by Birdie. So yeah, let's check it out.
Life after high school. It's truly a breath of fresh air. And I would say there's 5 different phases of life after school. And it's kind of like you're slowly but surely easing your way into adulthood. If you enjoy the content around here, consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit one. The first taste of freedom. There truly is no better feeling than finally getting your diploma and getting the hell out of there. After all the years that you spent in the school system, you are finally free from the shackles. Unless you go to college. Then you've got even more school to put up with. No more 6 a.m. wake-ups. No more Olympic-level sprint to catch the bus every morning. It's all over. But for whatever reason, people are crying at graduation, talking about how they don't want to leave.
I want to go, bro.
Emotional speeches as well. But no offense to those people, but dude, I just wanted to go home. Super excited to leave and to never go there again. In the moment I got home from my graduation, my family was there ready to throw me a party. And me and the Duck were turning up at the Duckalo residence graduation party. And being done with that shit really felt like a figment of my imagination. I thought to myself, there's no possible way this shit's actually over. It just feels way too good to be true. And then over the summer, all the dopamine finally hit me. I'm like, no way I'm free. This is insane. But by the time August rolled...
I mean, like, you're gonna be free, sure. You're gonna enjoy it, sure. But, like, most people will go travel and stuff, understandable. But some people will just stick at home and be on their phones anyways, you know? So it doesn't change anything drastically. I mean, you can go to college and it will help you. And you will be busy and stuff. Or you can take a gap year and go travel, or what some people may be doing, stay home and not change your routine anyways. So you could have just gone to college anyway. So yeah.
Around, I thought to myself, oh shit, I got college in a month. But in reality, I wasn't really ready to go to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I wanted to explore my options more and see how this YouTube thing does. In college, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, so I just feel like I got forced into it. When I got to my college, I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. So that's why in phase 2, you need to decide what you want to do. Think of a clear path for yourself. Take a gap year from college if you really have to. Really understand what it is that you like to do. That doesn't mean do jack shit for years on end. That means don't go into 100K in debt and pick a major that you don't even like. What is the point of that? Because now you're stuck doing this bullshit you don't even want to do. You got to remember that your ass is clocking in for 40 hours of the week. Sometimes more, honestly. So you got to remember, you really got to enjoy what you do. But you also have to be able to put food on the table. It's really important to have a balance between those two. And well, because of that, yeah, I dropped out of college a year ago. I just didn't like it there, and I felt like I was just wasting my money. A lot of people are like, oh, college is a must. You have to go to college. Or you're going to be homeless for the rest of your life. I don't know what the deal with that is, but you can definitely be successful without college. There's a bunch of other things that you could do. You can learn how to do a trade. You can start your own business. And I don't know why it's such a big rush either to go to college. And if that's what you want to do, by all means, do it. Don't do it just because your parents are pushing you to go to college right this second. If you're dead set on what you want to do already, absolutely go for it. And if you don't want to go to college, or at least you don't want to go to college right now, don't be afraid to explore other options. Hell, you could just get a job right out of school if you really want to, and just stack bread right out of high school instead of jumping into college with zero money. And I was really nervous about all this. And then by the time my junior year started, I would have had to declare my major. So I would have had to pick something like marketing, even though I'm not really that interested in it. And now in movies and shit like that, college is painted as the time of your life. And your parents or whoever else is in your life probably tell you about the college college experience. A lot of people choose to go to college just for the experience. They want to live it up, go to parties, do all that. And that's great, man. Do you? But you got to remember, you have to pay all that tuition by time it's over. Don't get me wrong. I had some fun experiences in college, but I just didn't think it was worth the price tag. And that just wasn't the direction I wanted to take my career. So to me, it just didn't feel worth it. And ultimately, that's up for you to decide if college is worth the money. And it all depends on what direction you really see yourself going in. Even though you are an adult when you leave high school, I still was not treated like one in college. We're the ones paying for this shit. We're the ones taking out an arm and a leg to pay.
America college is expensive as hell, bro. Like, like we learned at school and stuff how college is at other places and stuff. And America is crazy, bro. That's just, bro, y'all getting scammed, bro.
For this. Why on God's green earth do we have an attendance policy? Now, once you decide what path you're taking right out of high school, now you got to get used to adult responsibilities. And I said this in videos dozens of times.
Credit cards and stuff?
It would have been nice instead of teaching us bullshit in school. Maybe how to do adult things. Like, for example, how to fix a tire, how to build credit. I don't want to find out years later that I'm not going to get accepted to buy a house because... Ooh, yeah, buddy, your credit score's a bit on the low side. Yeah, so my dad told me, look, to prevent that bullshit from happening, you gotta start building credit now. When I was 19 or 20 years old, I got my very first credit card. And ever since, I've been buying shit on it for business stuff, and that I've been paid for at the end of the month. Now, on top of bills, okay, there's a whole nother host of responsibilities you gotta take care of the moment you enter adulthood. First of all, you gotta learn how to cook, I really still don't know how to cook. If you give me access to using an oven, I am most definitely burning the kitchen down. Then you just got your day-to-day cleaning and housekeeping shit like laundry, vacuuming your room, and even sometimes I have trouble staying on top of shit like that. So I would end up with piles of clothes on my hamper, a bunch of coffee mugs on my desk. Sometimes I'll get carried away with work or something else, and I'll forget to do basic shit like clean my room or do my laundry. And of course, by the way, we can't forget, the IRS is going to be knocking at your door, but nah, that's your responsibility. You got to figure out how much you owe.
International Revenue Service. Is that like after you're done with college, you have to pay the whole stuff if you're in debt or not?
Oh, the IRS. They're not going to tell you. You just got to figure it out yourself. Even though they're expecting that amount of money from you on April 15th, the day I'm recording this. You know what, guys? I'm just going to evade my taxes this year. I'm done. Okay, Jesus Christ, I was joking. Oh my. And the worst adult responsibility of them all.
Taxes? Bills?
Hello? Yeah, is this Birdie Duckalo? Yeah, why? You missed the last few months' rent, and you're getting evicted now, so goodbye. And that's why every time when a YouTuber drops a video, everyone comments, bro, the rent was due. And when that happens, the bills are not going to be kind. I'm going to have to pump out more school videos to pay the rent, bro. It's getting ridiculous out here. Phase 4 of life after school. Living with people. Whether you have roommates in college or you have roommates in an apartment. So you got to find roommates that you really can cooperate with because you got to put up with their shit every day pretty much. Luckily in college, I was able to pick to room.
Chad, let me know. In college, can you also get like a separate room like to yourself? In America or like, yeah, mostly America. If anyone's from America is watching this, let me know. So yeah, just can you have like your own room or is it like required to have a roommate? I'm just curious.
My brother, otherwise I would have been stuck with 3 random people. But I was in the room with my brother, a friend, and then yeah, 1 random person. And the living experience there wasn't the worst thing in the world, apart from the college bathrooms. They were fucking disgusting. And there was definitely some awkward moments for sure, because we didn't have our own space, like I said in my roommate's video. And it's not their fault by any means. It's just awkward as hell living with people when they don't have their own rooms. I am somebody that needs my own room. I cannot share a bedroom with somebody. But if I have to, it is what it is. And sometimes people have a lot of trouble getting along with the people they live with. Just because shit just gets so much more complicated when you're sharing a space. Like if you're sharing an apartment and your roommate leaves food on the floor or some shit.
You're gonna
and the
get
floor
mad.
is just a complete mess, obviously it's going to piss off somebody who likes a clean space. Somebody's up at like 3 in the morning yelling at the top of their lungs while playing, I don't know, some game, just say Marvel Rivals, for example. And you have to work at 6 in the morning. So if you live together, you kind of have to have the same type of
Like a
lifestyle.
balance,
And
yeah.
hey, if that's really how you're gonna live, scream at the top of your lungs and play games at 3 in the morning, you know what? Sure. I mean, who is there to stop you? Or well, maybe a noise complaint. If you end up in a situation like this with your roommate and there's some kind of conflicting issue that's starting to like piss you off a little bit, do not start beef over it. That's like the dumbest thing you can do, because then the problem doesn't
Just talk
get
it out,
solved.
yeah, just
it's
talk
just
it
a
out.
bunch of screaming matches
just
back
talk
and
it out.
forth. What you should do is settle that John like adults and just talk it out. Otherwise, it's not going to get solved. Phase 5, you begin to provide for yourself. You started that business, or you finished college, whatever the case may be. Or if you're really feeling like it at the moment, you could have a family. And for me, honestly, bro, I'm like 10 years away from that shit, okay? We are not even close. You finally landed that job. You are no longer unemployed. Those days are over. And you absolutely fucking killed this interview in cold blood. It was just over from the beginning. But if you get a job that pays the bills, you like it, okay, man, just lock in. But some people end up hating their job, and they are stuck doing some bullshit that they don't want to do. But yet they're at the point where they're like 100K in debt, so they kind of have to stick it out. They don't have a choice. If you got a degree,
Bro, 100K is so much. I feel so bad for you guys, bro. 100K is so much. Bro, 100K, bro. It feels like... Oh... Like, how much of your paycheck goes to that then, though? Like, damn.
marketing, for an example, and now you don't even want to do marketing. You're like, you know what? This stupid ass marketing shit, I'm done. And then you decide you want to be a teacher. Then you have to go back to school for that. That's why it's really important to know
What you
you're
wanna
going
do.
to college for. And if you'd totally be okay with doing this for life, no pressure. It's just the rest of your life on the line. But I've heard stories from my professors tell me that they've gone through multiple arcs where they had some fucking job that they hated, and then they fell in love with teaching, and they were on multiple arcs in their life. And my professor told the class that this arc lasted him like 10 years. And that was the day I realized how important it was to enjoy what I do. And one day I will provide for a family. I want to keep the Duckalo bloodline going. Children are expensive, man. In order for the Duckalo bloodline to continue, okay, I'm gonna have to put some serious cheese down. That's a whole other mouth to feed right there. I better like what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to pump out 50 school videos at that point. But yeah, getting married, having a family, shit, that's like ways away from me, dude. But yeah, man, moral of the video, just do you, man. Life is what you make it. And everybody's got their own path in life. And some people move at different paces. But some people discover new hobbies when they're an adult.
True.
And some of these hobbies are...
Alright. End of the video. Anyways, like you said, bro, do what you want to do, bro. Like, I'm doing what I want to do right now. Just to enjoy, you know, and yeah, just to enjoy and like live my life, bro. If I'm gonna do a job anyway, I gotta do for 60 years, bro. I want to do what I want to do right now. Before then, since I'm still studying anyway. So yeah. If I made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you enjoyed it. My socials are down below in the description. If you can't click them, you can go to my page and find it there. So yeah, thanks for watching. May God bless you, and I'll see y'all to the next one. You.